So I want to welcome you all to this masterclass session. As I always tell my audience, I would like to use a few minutes to take you on a journey. A few years ago, a young man was sent to Kano for NYSC. He has never been to the north before, and the pressure of the things you heard because it's from the east about the north and the northerners and Muslims and all that. Uh, he wasn't so confident and comfortable coming to the north. But he has to come because he wants to serve the fatherland. And be it as it may, he came, he realized that where he's coming from, there is no hope. You know, when you're coming from a place that you struggle to have a square meal, it is already a motivation to you. You don't need extra motivation to work hard and improve yourself. So this young boy tried to make the stay in Kano relevant by acquiring a skill. To cut the story short, at the end of his service here, this young man has been able to get a partnership with NYSC to train other corps members that are in camp on how to be self-sufficient and to have a skill they can depend on after their service here. And this young man is also partnering with some other companies to train people and to equip the youths for the future. Why am I telling this story? Because I want to motivate you. You don't have to be a computer scientist to know about digital skills. You don't have to train to be a programmer to make your way in digital world. Anybody can make it. Anybody can design websites. Anybody can do graphics. Anybody can reach out to multiple millions and billions of people in the world. So if you are here, consider yourself lucky, if I may say, because I hope that by the end of this class or by the end of this master session, you will be proud that you came here. I will complete this story at the end of this session. The story of this young man from the East. So, moving forward, what do you understand about digital skills? What do you know about having your your business digitized? Digital skills is something anybody can venture into because ICT is large, is very robust. But it has been narrowed down to several departments. I I have had people say I'm a full stack ICT professional, and if you check most times, you understand that these people doesn't know exactly what they are saying, because you cannot be a full stack ICT professional. I don't know you unless you are a robot that has been programmed with all the stuff in ICT to now say you are a full stack ICT. But you can be a professional of a particular department of ICT. So I specialize in website design, and we'll be talking because of this lecture on how you can use web design as a tool to market your product. Whatever you want to do, how you can use website to reach out to a larger audience. Anybody that wants to do business, one of the major things they think of is having a shop or a space where you can put your product for people to come see and buy. When you have a physical shop, it gives your customers confidence. Like, at least I know where the shop is. Even if what I buy from them is not what is supposed to be, I can trace them back to their shop. That same way, when you want to go into an online business, you should also think of having a shop online. And how do you have a shop online? Is by having a website where your products can be showcased to your clients, where your clients can come on, see what you have, make purchase and make order and pay for what services you are giving to them. So website is a very, very vital tool in digital marketing. Um, there are stages in web design. There are stages one will go through to have a website. First of all, just like you have a shop, you pay for an empty space. Then you think of maybe dividing the shops and dividing it into parts and shelves where you can keep your bread, keep your biscuits, a space where you drop your fridge and all that stuff. The same way is what we do on the internet website. First of all, for you to have your shop on the internet, you have what we call domain name. You hear Dangote cement, you hear Boa rice, you hear Jelly bread, and all that. These are business names. Rufeda yogurt, they are all business names. And for you to also have your shop on the internet, you also require to have a business name, which we call domain name. So it's recommended that anytime you think of doing a business online, what you have to do is look for a name that is suitable for your business and do what? Register it. Because we all know that nobody has a monopoly of idea. As you are thinking of that business name, somebody somewhere might be also thinking of the same business name. That's why you see people when they search for a business name, you get to find out that somebody else from somewhere has already used that name. And you'll be like, but I figured this name and conjoined it myself. How come? You don't have a monopoly of idea. Somebody else is programmed to think the same way you are thinking somewhere else. So once you have a plan, an idea to open a shop on the internet, and you have your business name fixed, you register it. I wish we will have time to go through all the aspects of web design. That will take us some time, but I will try to break it as simple as it could be, so that even when you live here, you can do something on your own. So I said the first thing is to have a domain name, which is business name. Then the next thing is to get a host. And I said earlier that if you want to have a business offline, like a shop, you need to pay for a space. And this space is where you store your products. That is what a host does for you online. If you are getting a host, it's like you are trying to pay for where you store your files, your videos, your images, your text that is on your website, where you store them for people anywhere in the world to be able to access. This is where you store your files, your images, videos that are supposed to be on your website for people to access. And when you are done with that, you are as good as to go. Then what else is to design your website? Designing your website is when you now start buying biscuits to put in your store, when you start buying bread to put in your store, when you are now putting a refrigerator to fridge your drinks and the water, your pure water, raw water, the same. So I will try to show you what getting a business name and a host looks like. So we don't just keep talking and talking. This is supposed to be a practical session. So I don't expect you to use your system now. You can see what we are doing here. And when we have the time, some practical. Right now we have hosts named like Go Getter. Let's see. As you can see, the price is in naira. Price is in naira. So many of them are from Indian host companies. Some are from the US. But I would recommend this for all my trainees. I used to tell them to use Domain King because you can easily relate with the pricing, and you don't, because some of them will give you a price discount for the first year, and the next upper year when you want to renew, the price will hike. But if you can see it in naira, you know that this is what you're paying for the first year, you can also relate to what you will pay the next year because it's already in naira. Most of us cannot calculate what the price of dollar will be next year. Nobody knows what the price of dollar will be next year, so it's safer to use local domain hosting. So here is where you get your domain name, and also you can also pay for a host. Majority of the website hosts online will always give you a free domain depending on the plan you are going for, because it goes by plan by plan. So now let's say we want to start an online website. Can anybody give us a name? Let's search and see if the name is still available. Anybody check the availability of the name you want to use. Okay, what if I now say, okay, MGNCD, this one is a white man might not like to patronize me because the name is somehow African. A racist in America might not want to patronize me. Okay, let's use Calvin.com. Already taken. Because I'm not the first person that is answering Calvin. I'm still waiting till now to think of using Calvin.com for 1 year. It doesn't cost you anything to buy it and keep for 1 year, maybe till when you're ready to design your website.
It gives two options. This one that is .com and .ng.
Yes, it gives me an option of .com.ng because .com has already been taken. That means nobody has registered Kelvin.com.ng, so I can still register this. But one thing about using .com.ng, ministries, you can always use .ng or .gov.ng. So the pricing of your domain name depends on what type of domain you are going for. It is .com.ng domain name. You don't. There's nothing much to do there. It's available. You click continue. Okay, it's asking you to choose another. Just like your landlord will give you discount for you to pay for your house rent. The next thing you now add money. Then you think of carrying your load to another house. You say, landlord, it's not fair. It's not fair. You still pay the money. So look at the other available here. The options in mbnasidi.com.ng is still available. .ng is still available, and you can see their prices. Nasidi.net is still available. Nasidi.org is still available. .biz is still available. These are their prices.
You can pay for more than 1 year.
You can pay for more than 1 year, and for the first year, for the first payment, they will give you discount according to the number of years you are paying. If you are paying for 2 years, they should be able to give you a reasonable discount for paying for 2 years. If you're paying for 3 years, they will give you a reasonable discount for paying for 3 years. So, moving forward, Let's go to checkout. So here, okay, I said that when you get your domain name, the next thing is to pay for a host, secure a host where your files and every other thing is stored. So this is a typical web hosting platform. These are the things you are supposed to get from this particular package. Is this class done? We are all following up. Yes. So here, they say soda 2 gig disk space. What this means is, if you pay for this particular package for your web hosting, you will only get 2 hosting domains. You can only host 2 websites on this package,
That's
not
what
more than 2 websites. And you will also get one free .com.ng domain name. So if you go straight to paying for this host, you might not need to go and pay for a domain again, because they are already giving you free to register under them. So this is advisable for somebody that wants to create a first website and host it, not for somebody that has already gotten a host. So if I'm going for a new project and I have to host it separately for the person, I would go for either of these plans, these 3 plans, depending on what suits what I want to do. I'll go for either of them. So if you pay for this particular one, you get a free .com.ng domain name. You get free SSL. What this means is security. How many of you have searched on a browser website that you see something like this site is not secure? You do not put your this HTTPS. That is the work of secured connection. If this particular CAC platform, Corporate Affairs Commission, any of us have used Corporate Affairs Commission before? Yes. You see that you search for CSC, you get their main website, which is csc.gov.ng or so. Then if you want to proceed with your registration of your name, they move you to another platform that's portal.csc.gov.ng. You might not understand that because you click on it, you open another page and you continue what you are doing. .mbnacidi.com. These things are different subdomains. Like you get to design it differently, like the way you design your main domain, but they are also under that one particular domain. If you remove that first one you paid for, that others are subdomains, those ones cannot work. But this is what subdomain is, like giving you the option of having sub. You know what sub? Yeah, summation of one whole. So unlimited email account. You have seen some companies, some websites that you log on to, you get email like info@mbnacidi.com. Anybody seen something like that?
Yes.
support@mdnacidi.com. Kelvin@uba.com. career@edu.ng. So this is where you get to register those emails. So free WordPress setup, you get that, and Linux, PHP, VF. These are the markups of the website. This PHP, the markup of the website is some codes that comes together to give you that design you are seeing when you log on to the website. All these things you are seeing now, they are designed and codes that has been done in the back end that you are seeing in the front end. Which we offer one, and this is the pricing: 4,500 for 1 year with one free domain. This is the price for 2 years. This is the price for 3 years. It's just as clear as very easy and simple. Even without anybody's guideline, you can go through it and do it on your own. So this is the next plan. They say is masters. Now this 10 gig disk space is the space they give you for the storage. I told you that host is where you store your files, your videos, your text. Once you start creating a website on this host and you get to this point of 10 gig, you will not be able to store any other stuff. You are packing bread in this room and you pack it and put it here. And every other thing that you see here will just be multiplied by 1 or 2 to give you this package. Just like this one, they are giving unlimited disk space. So which means you can pack till eternity. I don't know if that is true because I have not packed and packed and packed on my own, and I don't want to pack and pack until the end that my site will just crash. So but we hope that at least it should be able to pack everything that you as a person have for your shop. So that is it for the web hosting. If you choose the one you want, choose the year, number of years you want to go for it, and you order. As simple as that. So I don't know if there is any question on this because we're about to go into the main business of the day, which is to design the website. Any questions? Now, what I just showed you is how you can host your website so that anybody anywhere can be able to access your website. So we all know how difficult it is and how expensive data can be in this part of the world. I think Nigeria is one of the countries with the highest pricing for data. Other countries can get data as easy as ABC. Even on the metro, on the buses, there are Wi-Fi everywhere. You don't pay at all, so you pay a little amount of money to access them. For Nigeria, we break your account just to get data. And it's now the order of the day. Once you have your matter, the first thing they will ask you for is data. From the men that are in the house, they ask you to send me data from the chat card and all that. So now, how do we mitigate this thing? How do we any other person? Yeah, it's correct. Local host is instead of hosting it on the internet for everybody to see, you can host it on your computer. But it's not only on your computer, you can still host it on the internet, but also a local host. You know what we call Google Drive, Dropbox, all these are also local hosts because they are accessible to you and you alone. You have an account with Google and you have your Google Drive where you store your files, your photos, your documents. You can also store your website in Google Drive. But for the benefit of this class, we'll be storing our own on this particular computer. So localhost is hosting a website on a local server, either on your laptop computer or on your personal drives. That is basically what localhost can mean for in a nutshell. Is a localhost is storing and designing your website on a local server, either on your local computer or your drive. Yes. So in this class, we'll be using a content management system called WordPress. Anybody know about WordPress? Anybody know about WordPress here? You know WordPress? Have you used WordPress before? Yes. So I said we'll be using a content management system. For you to have your website online or to design your website, you need a content management system. If you can't program yourself, if you can't write what we call HTML language on your own, this content management system makes it very easy for anybody to be a web designer. Even a boy of 16 years old can design a website if you know how to use some of these content management systems. Just like the name is, manage your content. That is what you will use that will help you to upload your file to that host. What will help you to put your pictures on a website that will be stored to the kitchen, in the fridge, and bring the food to your guy in the living room. Am I clear? Any confusion there? I still explain more later. Okay. WordPress is online. You can download it online on www.wordpress.org. WordPad is for editing. You use it to edit and to text, look for text and all that. So here, these are the servers I was telling you about. Here is the XAMPP. You can see. Here is the Bitnami. And local host or on the internet. Once, if you're working on the internet host, once you are done with your domain name and hosting plan, the next thing that will happen is the hosting plan will give you a link to your cPanel. The cPanel is where you now go and do all your back-end execution of installing the WordPress and all that. But because we are not hosting on the internet, we will be hosting on the local host. So we'll be using Bitnami, which is more or less our own cPanel, where we will do our registration and installations and all that. Any confusion? So what do we need to design a website? You can download XAMPP if you are working with XAMPP from the internet. You can search for XAMPP.com or just XAMPP on your Google search. It will give you a list of where you can download your XAMPP. Once you download it, you run the installations. The details is always there. If we decide to go through the installation of XAMPP, WAMP, and Bitnami all together this afternoon, we will not finish today. Another classes we will not have it. So let's focus on this particular one and use it to get what we want. And I think this is equally one of the easiest of the three of them, because it runs on its own and you start your website. But when you are going through XAMPP and one server, it requires some processes which include a little bit coding and editing. So but let's do the easy one, which anybody can easily do at any time. You can even grab from this class. So next. Okay, it's showing me this because I've already installed Bitnami on my computer before, because I worked with it. Are you following?